Namaste. Dear children, this is my third video on the chapter Money and Credit. In my second video, we have read in detail that what are the two credit situations, positive and negative. Number 2, terms of credit. And number 3, what are the variety of credit arrangement in a village or in an area. So when we have read about variety of credit arrangements, we have seen that there are two major sources of credit in an area, formal sector and informal sector. फॉर्मल में इंक्लूड होते हैं बैंक्स एंड कोऑपरेटिव्स. Banks and cooperatives where there are certain rules and regulations. People get loan at a very reasonable rate of interest, and most importantly it is monitored by Reserve Bank of India. This sector is monitored by Reserve Bank of India. And in what ways Reserve Bank of India monitors formal sector? Number 1, is the bank maintaining minimum cash balance that is 15%? We have read in one of the videos in the mechanism of the bank that it is necessary for the bank to keep 15% of the total deposits for day-to-day transactions. So first thing which is monitored by the RBI is that whether the bank is keeping 15% of the total deposits and or they are lending the entire money to the borrowers. Number 2, is the bank giving loan just to profit businesses? जो बड़े हैं, जो रिच फार्मर्स हैं या रिच बिजनेसमैन हैं, रिच मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं, इनको ही लोन दे रहा है, और ऑल्सो टू स्मॉल फार्मर्स, स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज और स्मॉल बोरोवर्स. क्योंकि लोन देना ही सब कुछ नहीं है, लोन को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट भी करना है among all the people. So it is very important that the bank is giving loan just for profit making businesses, or it is giving loan to small farmers, small cultivators, small scale industries or small borrowers. Number 3, the RBI monitors how much it is lending, they are lending, to whom they are lending, and at what rate of interest. So these 3 points you have to write in how RBI monitors formal sources of credit, in what ways it monitors. Is it clear? The second comes informal sector. Informal includes money lenders, traders, employers, friends and relatives. ठीक है, यहाँ पर no organization is there which is supervising this informal sector. It is widely scattered. It is very difficult for any organization to monitor informal sources of credit. Here the rate of interest is comparatively very higher than formal sector. They can use any unfair means to get their money back. यहाँ पर कोई collateral भी नहीं होता है, but they know the person personally, so they can use any unfair means to get their money back. ये गांव में जाकर उनको डरा कर, उनको किसी भी तरह से धमकी देकर अपने पैसे वापस ले सकते हैं. Due to high cost of borrowing, borrower is generally caught in a debt trap. यहाँ पर cost of borrowing means high rate of interest. इतनी ज़्यादा होती है कि borrower is generally unable to repay the loan and they are caught in a debt trap. Is it clear? So formal sector and informal sector of credit. Okay beta, now let's see the difference between formal and informal sector in a tabular form. It is easy to learn and understand the difference in a tabular form. So you are going to make 3 columns. Point of difference, formal sector, informal sector. जो अभी हमने पढ़ा था फॉर्मल सेक्टर इंक्लूड्स बैंक्स एंड कोऑपरेटिव्स. तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट हम केवल यही लिखेंगे, एग्जाम्पल बैंक्स एंड कोऑपरेटिव्स, और यहाँ पर हैं ट्रेडर्स, मनी लेंडर्स, फ्रेंड्स, रिलेटिव्स. दीज पीपल कम अंडर इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर. Second point of difference is rate of interest. lower rate of interest, very reasonable rate of interest, and higher rate of interest. Third is collateral. Collateral, you know, security. Collateral is must. Without collateral, formal sector banks and cooperatives do not give loan to anyone. This is must. Without collateral, we cannot approach to formal sector. Here collateral is not required because all the people in the village or any other place, they know each other personally. Supervision. There is RBI which supervises the working of formal sector. No such supervision here. Fourth, dependence. 90% of rich people, rich households depends on formal sector. 90% of rich households depend on formal sector. जो लोग अमीर हैं उनको तो कम रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में लोन बैंक्स और कोऑपरेटिव से मिल रहा है. Why? Because they are able to give collateral. And here 85% of poor people depend on informal sector. Okay, so this is something very complex कि जिनको ज़रूरत है वो तो हाई रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से ले रहे हैं और जो रिच हैं उनको लो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है. बट दिस इज देयर. टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट आर फिक्स्ड. एक पूरा एग्रीमेंट होता है, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होता है बैंक्स के साथ या कोऑपरेटिव्स के साथ. वो पूरा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन प्रिपेयर होगा एंड ऑल द टर्म्स, जिसमें आपको 4 टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट मालूम है, जिसमें इंटरेस्ट रेट, number 2 collateral, number 3 documentation, and number 4 mode of repayment. All terms are fixed. Here not fixed. No such agreements are made in informal sector. Generally plays a positive role. When loan is taken from formal sector, it generally plays a positive role. It helps in increasing the earnings of a borrower. And when it is taken from informal sector, generally it pushes the borrower into a debt trap. Okay, so like this you can learn the difference between formal and informal sources of credit or sectors of credit. Okay beta, one more question on formal and informal sources of credit is, cheap and affordable credit is crucial for the country's development. Justify the statement or explain the statement. Or banks and cooperatives need to lend more. Why there is need that banks and cooperatives should extend their loan activities? Both the questions, what answer is same. To reduce dependency on informal sector. Why banks and cooperatives need to lend more? They should extend their lending capacity so that what we have read just now in the difference, that 85% of poor people still depend on informal sector. 85% is a big number. So banks and cooperatives must increase their lending capacity in the rural areas also. What it will do? It will reduce their dependence on informal sector. Okay, they will get loan at a very low rate of interest from formal sector. Higher cost of borrowing generally pushes the borrower into a situation from where recovery is very painful, or they are caught in a debt trap. Okay, when they take loan from informal sector, high rate of interest, it becomes very difficult for them to repay the loan and they are generally caught in a debt trap, and recovery from that situation becomes almost impossible or very painful. Cheap and affordable credit, if they will get from formal sector, cheap and affordable credit results in higher income of the borrower. It will bring prosperity, higher earning for the borrower. They could grow more crops, they can start their small businesses, they can set up small scale industries for whatever reason they have taken the loan from formal sector, that is cheap and affordable at low rate of interest. Small businessmen, small farmers, small industries can set up and increase their production. New entrepreneurs, those who have innovative, creative projects in mind, can also start their new enterprise, new businesses. Okay, thus it is very rightly said that it is crucial for the country's development. What is crucial? Cheap and affordable credit is very essential, and it will certainly play a positive role in the development of a country, or the banks and cooperatives must extend their lending capacities for the development of the nation. Okay beta, now the same thing, formal and informal, we are going to study with the help of pie chart. Means how many people have dependency on formal sector and how many in informal sector. So this is the percentage of the people shown in these four pie diagrams. First, poor people. First of all, you must know that what is formal and what is informal. So this type of slanting line are showing that how much percent of people depend on informal sector, and these dots are showing how many people have dependence on formal sector. तो याद रखना है पहले ये informal है और ये formal है. जो poor people है, poor people की जो कैटेगरी है वहाँ पर 85% डिपेंडेंसी इज ऑन इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर. ये इनफॉर्मल का है, तो यहाँ पर 85% पीपल डिपेंड ऑन इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर, और पुअर पीपल में केवल 15% लोग हैं, 15% हु हैव डिपेंडेंस ऑन बैंक्स एंड कोऑपरेटिव्स, दैट इज फॉर्मल सेक्टर. दूसरे नंबर पे जो पाई डायग्राम है, पीपल विद फ्यू एसेट्स, थोड़े से बेटर ऑफ लोग हैं जो पुअर से, वहाँ पर ये ऑलमोस्ट दिखाई दे रहा है 50-50%, बट स्टिल 53% पीपल have dependence on informal sector, money lender and employers, friends, relatives, and 47% people have dependence on formal sector. ठीक है, banks and cooperatives. Well off people, well off people में ये आप कितना difference देख रहे हैं. Only 28% people depend on informal sector. ये informal से ले रहे हैं. Rest of 72% people have dependence on formal sector, that is banks and cooperatives. यहाँ पर आते हैं rich people. Rich people, only 10% are taking loan from informal sector and 90% are taking loan from formal sector. So अगर आपसे question पूछे why there is such a difference between this loan activities, rich people have more dependence on formal sector, and here the poor people have more dependence on informal sector. Why this type of situation occurs in India? Because of terms of credit. Terms of credit क्या होते हैं? Same interest rate, collateral, documentation and mode of repayment. These rich people are able to fulfill all the terms of conditions, terms of credit, that is they can give collateral, they can do all the paper requirement documentation, they know how to repay the loan, mode of repayment. That is why the more dependency of well off and rich people is on formal sector. इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में गरीब लोगों की डिपेंडेंसी पुअर पीपल की डिपेंडेंस ज़्यादा है. Why it is so? Because of lack of collateral, number one. Number two, banks and cooperatives are not that much in number in the village areas. Number three, poor people, they feel very easy to get loan from the informal sector because there is no documentation required. Generally they are illiterate, they find it very difficult to do all type of documentation. They feel that it is easy to get loan from the informal sector. And most importantly, that without repayment of previous loan, they can get a fresh loan from informal sector. इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर उन्हें बार बार लोन दे देता है विदाउट प्रीवियस लोन इज नॉट विदाउट रीपेमेंट ऑफ प्रीवियस लोन्स, जबकि फॉर्मल सेक्टर अगर आपका एक लोन नहीं दिया है पूरा तो तब तक नया लोन नहीं देता है। तो इनके पास तो सोर्स ऑफ इनकम बहुत कम है। समटाइम्स दे हैव टू टेक मेनी टाइम्स लोन फॉर देयर डेली एक्सपेंसेस एंड एनी टाइप ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट्स। सो दिस टाइप ऑफ डिविजन of loan we can see among the poor people, people with few assets, well-off people and rich people. So beta, our next topic is self-help groups. हिंदी में इसे कहते हैं स्वयं सहायता समूह, अपनी सहायता स्वयं करो। Why these groups were formed? Banks are unwilling to pay or to give them loans. गरीब लोगों को banks are not willing to give loans because of lack of collateral, documentation, whatever reasons are there we have read. Banks are not present everywhere in rural areas, and moreover they are not willing to give them loan. Lack of collateral and documentation, this is the reason why the formal sector banks and cooperatives are not giving them loan. High rate of interest of informal sector which pushes the borrowers into the debt trap. इन कारणों से, इन तीनों कारणों से उन्होंने सोचा, दे ट्राइड टू ऑर्गेनाइज देमसेल्व्स इन स्मॉल ग्रुप्स, जस्ट लाइक कोऑपरेटिव्स इन द सिटीज, द वीवर कोऑपरेटिव, फार्मर कोऑपरेटिव्स, दे पूल देयर रिसोर्सेस। यहाँ पर स्पेशली द वुमेन ऑफ द सेम नेबरहुड, 15 to 20 members of the same neighborhood, स्पेशली विमेन, यहाँ पर हम विमेन लिखेंगे, यहाँ पर हमने लिखा है विमेन, दे फॉर्म अ ग्रुप, दे पूल देयर सेविंग्स, जिसके पास जितना पैसा है वो सेविंग्स को पूल करेंगे एंड दे विल गिव लोन टू द मेंबर्स ऑफ द SHGs एट अ वेरी रीजनेबल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. For variety of reason they give the loan. The loan can be given for buying seeds or raw material or mortgaging land. जो land गिरवी रखी हुई थी उसको छुड़वाने के लिए, for any function, for any problem, they give loan to their members at a very reasonable rate of interest. Members take small loans at reasonable rate of interest. Now when these SHGs become regular, for many years they are pooling their money, savings and giving loan to its members, and very smoothly they are working, is now the banks are also willing to give them loan without any collateral. Why banks are willing to give them loan or to give loan to the SHGs? Because they are regular in their savings. बैंक ने उनको मॉनिटर किया कि they are very regular in their savings. So when they are grouped into SHGs, SHG के नाम पर उनको बैंक लोन दे देता है और at a very low rate of interest which can be distributed among the members of the group. Any case of non-repayment, यहाँ पर non आएगा, any case of non-repayment is followed up very strictly by the other members of the group. बैंक को उनकी ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक और ये फीचर भी बहुत अच्छा लगा कि अगर कोई मेंबर लोन नहीं दे पा रहा है, रिटर्न नहीं कर पा रहा है, तो वो कोई भाईबंदी नहीं चलती वहाँ पर, अरे तो मेरे नेबर की है, पड़ोस की है, चल कोई नहीं, मैं अगले महीने इंस्टॉलमेंट दे दूंगी. नो, दे आर वेरी सीरियस अबाउट द रीपेमेंट ऑफ द लोन. Any case of non-repayment of the loan is followed up strictly by other members. So because of these two characteristics, they are regular in their savings, and any case of non-repayment of loan is very seriously, strictly followed up by the other members. Banks are now willing to give them loan without documentation and without collateral. So ये हमको जरूर याद रखना है, ठीक है. So SHGs में हमने इतने पॉइंट्स पढ़े हैं. 15 to 20 members of the same neighborhood, they pool their savings, members take small loans at a reasonable rate of interest, banks are also willing to give them loan because they are regular in their savings, and any non-repayment is followed up strictly by other members. loan are given for variety of reasons, buying seeds, raw material, mortgaging land, etc. Now SHG help borrowers to overcome the problem of lack of collateral. Now they can get loan at a very reasonable rate of interest without any collateral. They now get timely loans at reasonable rate of interest. टाइमली लोन उनको मिल रहा है फ्रॉम एसएचजीज. जो उनको पहले प्रॉब्लम थी कोलैटरल की, वो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पर खत्म हो गई है. विमेन बिकम फाइनेंशियली सेल्फ रिलायंट. जब विमेन फाइनेंशियली सेल्फ रिलायंट होती है तो उसको एक कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. वो जब फाइनेंशियली इकोनॉमिकली स्ट्रांग हो जाती है, शी कैन टेक हर ओन डिसीजंस. शी कैन स्टार्ट मेनी न्यू बिजनेसेस in the villages when they are organized in SHGs, when they are in a group, self-help group. Regular meetings, ये हमेशा 1 महीने में एक बार या 2 महीने में एक बार इनकी मीटिंग होती है. तो रेगुलर मीटिंग से क्या होता है, इट प्रोवाइड्स अ प्लेटफॉर्म टू डिस्कस वैरायटी ऑफ सोशल इश्यूज सच एज हेल्थ, न्यूट्रिशन, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एट्सेट्रा. जब ये एक साथ मिलते हैं तो केवल अपनी सेविंग्स को पूल करने के लिए नहीं मिलते. जब साथ में बैठते हैं तो दे टॉक अबाउट अदर सोशल इश्यूज. किसी के घर में गांव में कोई डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो रहा है, उसके बारे में पता लगाते हैं, उसके लिए काम करते हैं, उसको सेव करते हैं. हेल्थ, न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में बातें करते हैं, हाइजीन के बारे में बातें करते हैं. सो इट गिव्स देम अ वेरी healthy platform to discuss about other social issues besides the collection of their money. So SHGs are playing a wonderful role in the villages, as we have read all the reasons. सबसे बड़ा रीज़न ये है कि it has saved the poor rural people from informal sector. Okay beta, now our last topic, Grameen Bank of Bangladesh. हमने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले पढ़ा था कि बैंक्स आर नॉट प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर इन रूरल एरियाज, एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट रीजन व्हाई द पुअर पीपल आर फोर्स्ड टू टेक लोन फ्रॉम इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर एट वेरी हाई रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. तो अगर गांव में बैंक पहुंच जाए, दिस वॉज द आइडिया ऑफ प्रोफेसर मोहम्मद यूनुस, who has been given Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for his idea of Grameen Bank. अगर गांव का आदमी बैंक तक नहीं पहुंच पाता है, because banks are not everywhere in the village, क्यों नहीं बैंक को गांव तक पहुंचा दिया जाए? क्यों नहीं ग्रामीण बैंक के नाम से गांव में बैंक्स खोल दिए जाएं, जिससे कि उनको जो आने जाने की परेशानी थी और जो कारण था कि बैंक्स आर नॉट प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर, ये खत्म हो जाए. तो इस आइडिया के लिए ग्रामीण बैंक ऑफ बांग्लादेश, प्रोफेसर मोहम्मद यूनुस ने एक बार कहा था, इफ क्रेडिट कैन बी मेड अवेलेबल टू द पुअर पीपल ऑन टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन दैट आर एप्रोप्रिएट एंड रीजनेबल. अगर इन लोगों को, गरीब लोगों को लोन उनके टर्म्स और कंडीशन जो कि एप्रोप्रिएट है, मतलब ज़्यादा उनसे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ना मांगे, कोलैटरल को कम कर दें, उनके टर्म्स और कंडीशन दैट आर अप्रोप्रिएट एंड रीजनेबल, दीज मिलियंस ऑफ स्मॉल पीपल विद देयर मिलियंस ऑफ स्मॉल परस्यूट्स कैन एड अप टू क्रिएट द बिगेस्ट डेवलपमेंट वंडर. अगर इतने सारे जो हमारा गांव में रहने वाले जो लोग हैं, अगर उनको लोन्स उनके टर्म्स और कंडीशंस में, उनके टर्म्स ऑफ कंडीशन मीन्स एप्रोप्रिएट टर्म्स ऑफ कंडीशंस में लोन मिल जाए, रीजनेबल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में, सो दीज मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल विद देयर मिलियंस ऑफ ड्रीम्स कैन डू वंडर्स. भारत देश गांव में रहता है. वी आर एग्रेरियन सोसाइटी. हम भी इस बांग्लादेश के एग्जाम्पल की तरह गांव-गांव तक बैंक्स को पहुंचा दें तो बहुत सारे लोग जो इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर से लोन लेने के कारण एक डेट ट्रैप में फंसे हुए थे, एंड देयर कंडीशंस बिकेम वर्स ऑफ देन बिफोर, उन सबको एक बहुत अच्छा मौका मिलेगा, एंड दे कैन फुलफिल देयर ड्रीम्स एंड दे कैन डू वंडर्स फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री. ये ग्रामीण बैंक ग्रामीण बैंक 1970 में एज अ स्मॉल प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया गया था एक गांव में, बट टुडे as per the latest data available, they are spread across all the villages in Bangladesh and they are working very successfully. These small people have become self-reliant and started many income generating activities successfully. छोटे छोटी एक्टिविटीज़ जिनके लिए इनके पास पहले पैसा नहीं होता था, उनको अब बहुत ही लो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में ग्रामीण बैंक से पैसा मिल रहा है, एंड दे आर एबल टू डू मेनी एक्टिविटीज सक्सेसफुली एंड हेल्पिंग द नेशन टू डेवलप. सो इस तरीके से ये एक फॉर्मल सोर्स ऑफ क्रेडिट अगर बैंक्स और कोऑपरेटिव के अलावा अगर बैंक्स गांव में पहुंच जाएं, जहां पर आज भी 85% ऑफ डिपेंडेंसी इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में है, वहां पर अगर इनको लोन मिल जाए फ्रॉम फॉर्मल सोर्सेज ऑफ क्रेडिट एट in very terms and condition that are appropriate and good for them, then they can also do wonders and they can help to grow our nation. Okay, so here our lesson is completed. The most important words are formal and informal sector that you have understood. I have given you in the tabular form also. So beta, go through this video very carefully and understand the concept. If you have understanding, there is no need of learning. Okay, you can write answers on your own, underline the keywords, and understanding based answers are retained for a long period of time. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.